It's dark outside, but it's light in here. Hanukkah, Hanukkah's here.
Chanukah Sameach, everybody, a lichtige Chanukah. Chanukah always comes at the perfect time. One of the great gifts that Hashem gave to us is the Jewish calendar, which sets up our year and our life in a perfect way. I'll tell you what I mean. See, the Jewish year begins with Rosh Hashanah. Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur and the Aseret Simei Tshuva. We spend a few days really intensely looking into ourselves, thinking about our lives, doing tshuva, thinking about what's important, reflecting on the past, planning for the future. We're in shul a lot of the day. There's a couple of fast days thrown in there. That's how we begin the year. And then once we go through the hard work of Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, the Yamim Noraim, then we have Sukkot, days of Simcha, V'hayitza'ach Sameach, days where we feel an amazing joy and celebration. We eat good food and we drink good wine, and it ends with Simchas Torah. And even the Simcha of Sukkot, we love it and we enjoy it. We love Sukkot. But in the Beis HaMikdash, it was even better. The Gemara says that if you never saw the real Simcha of the Simchas Beis HaShoeva on Sukkot, you never even really saw true Simcha in your life. Can you even imagine how amazing that is? And then when Sukkot and Sheminat Atzeres and Simchas Torah is over, the winter begins. And things get a little bit darker. And the weather gets a little bit colder. And the days get a little bit shorter. We're spending more time in our regular routine, going to work, not as much time in shul as we did over Yontif. And we appreciate just the regular, everyday life of waking up and learning Torah and going to school and going to work. But then sometimes after a while, things can get maybe even a little bit too dark. And sometimes the weather, especially here, gets even a little bit too cold. And then right at the perfect time, before we get maybe a little bit sad or a little bit feeling like the winter is just dragging on, Hashem gives us the gift of Hanukkah, where we light up our house with the fire of the miracle of the Hanukkah story, where we make sure that we bring the warmth and the light of the Torah and of Hashem and of the Jewish people into the cold, dark days of the winter. But not only that, we don't just use it and save it for ourselves, but we make sure to put it by the window or by the door so that we can take the light of the Beis HaMikdash and the light of the menorah and the light of the Torah and share it with the entire world to bring a beautiful light to a world that sometimes is dark. So let's make sure this Hanukkah, wherever you are in your home, because that's really where the mitzvah of Nero's Hanukkah takes place, in the home, that you don't just light the candles, but you feel the warmth and the beauty of the candles, knowing that even in the darkest and coldest days of winter, or especially in the darkest and coldest days of winter, the light of Hashem and the light of the Torah keeps us warm. So join us each and every night of Hanukkah for a little bit of light of the Torah, so that we can share Hanukkah from our home to yours. Hanukkah Sameach.
Hanukkah Sameach. Hanukkah Sameach.
I need a